Hey there, my name's Eric. I'm making a game. That game is called the Godkiller. The Godkiller. Haven't been on for a while. Just reasons. I guess I'll explain real quickly. Been working every single day on the game, every single damn day, making progress every day. Not merely effort, but making forward progress, making the game closer to its release date. Well, time makes it closer to its release date, it will be on January 1st of next year. But I'm keeping up with that goal, so I'm getting it there. But there's just been so much story. It's all been story. So I'm full on writing story at this point. And my policy is let's not put the story on the stream because that'll spoil everything for people and they won't be able to enjoy all the dramatic moments and the funny moments and all the nifty plot events and stuff like that. So I've been keeping that stuff off stream. Also, I was on vacation for a little bit. Still worked on the game every day. I don't like to stream from vacation. And the setup is not good. But here and there, I think you'll see me pop in with at least a quick status update, maybe more like once a week, or where it becomes, I don't know. Sometimes it's just easy to pop on, stream for a bit. That's probably what I'm going to do instead of trying to plan out like exact times and all that. Anyways, what can I demo? I can't demo all of the changes I made to the levels so that they have dialogue in them with characters. So I will give a crummy demo of a document. And I've got this really small so that it's pretty hard for anybody to read this. Now, if you really want to go in there and open your Christmas present or your New Year's Day present and scan all those letters and see what you can derive from it, there's no secrets in here that you couldn't find out by playing the game. But yeah, I mean, don't spoil it for yourself. It's going to be good. I will kind of show you, though, like the scope of it all and how I keep track of it. So each one of these rows is my summary of what content will go inside of the level. I've got some columns over here. This column here with the green underneath, those are songs. So these are levels, not just music, but something where there's lyrics to it. There's a vocalist. So all the ones where it's green, those are levels that are actually going to have some kind of person singing. In a few cases, the definition of singing is stretched, like there's a karaoke machine type thing on one level, but there's songs with words in them, with lyrics, often performed. So right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I know 2 more that are going to fit in here too. There's so 13 songs. I was saying, or 14 songs. Oh, the credits too. 15 songs. Okay, so there's going to be a hell of a lot of music in this game, and not just a soundtrack, but it's almost like a musical. Every couple hours or so, somebody's going to perform a little number for you. The characters sing to you. This column here, this is humor. So some of these levels, they're all about jokes and comedy and setting up gags and funny situations. Now, I'm not really qualified to say exactly how funny I am, but the darker these boxes are, the more effort is put into a level for it to be focused on comedy. And then this one is drama, and some levels are pretty high drama. It's just a lot going on. I do try to get some emotions into the game. I do tie it into philosophy and how people think about the world and what people are afraid of, and I set up some situations that are not like the kind of horror that you would get from watching a horror movie, but just maybe kind of existential type of stuff, Anyways, I won't go on too much about that. Okay, then plot. Some levels are heavy on specific plot events in them, and others not so much. Just want to give it a break. And I try to spread this out a little bit too. So I don't want like all the music all in one place. I don't want all the comedy all in one place. I don't want all the drama all in one place. I don't want to get caught up in too many plot events all in one spot. So, for example, first couple levels, quite a bit of plot there. Well, particularly the second level. And then I just say, just give them a break. Let them play the game. Just ease way off. Even though there's quite a few things I want to get going in the story, I just say, just let them have a few levels with not too much going on. Yeah, and then there's another little bit here that sets up some story, and then just again, I'm just like they're just getting used to the game. Just lay off the story for a while, and a whole bunch of stuff does not happen until you get maybe a quarter into the game, and then it starts getting a lot more plot heavy, and like most of the things you're doing inside levels, you can tie them into some kind of something related to the story. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Now this column here is all the ones I'm done with. The dialogue's done. It's inside of the level itself. Okay. It might be a little bit hard to see what I'm pointing at, but it's this column here. So it goes all the way down to, let's see, down at the bottom I've got a tally 39 of 60 levels. I've now upped it to 60 levels. I was at 58 for a bit. So about 2/3 through the story. I gave myself another month to get it all together, but I won't need a whole month to finish up on the story, which is good. It means I'm ahead of schedule. I'm on track. The voiceover recording would start in June. With that extra time, I hate to say it, but I might have to spend some extra effort on marketing. So I'm probably going to do some stuff like I have to make a new trailer. The other one that I made, although it's nice and good for some purposes, it's not explaining the game very well. Sorry, I got a few things stuck in my teeth. Don't look at me. So I got to redo the trailer. The Steam page, I got some very high level critique on my Steam page. I got to redo that a little bit. I got to prepare for the beta. I don't even know quite how we're going to run that exactly yet. Do have a Discord server up. At some point there'll be like a call like, hey, everybody come on the Discord server. Let's be a big happy community. So there's little marketing type campaign stuff like that. Honestly, I hate that stuff. I don't enjoy it at all. And then the consultant who was talking to us said, find things you enjoy. If that was all I did, I would just be making the game, and then when I was done with it, I'd hit a button and it would be released. And then I would just let the world come beat a path to my door to get the game, but it just does not work that way. And I've tried this before. And I made a series of games that they weren't well marketed, and they weren't really very marketable, to be honest. So I tried to correct a little from my earlier mistakes with this one. And that's not to say I'm not proud of the Drod games. The Drod games they're me. They reflect a lot of what other people put into them as well, but they express me, and I'm happy they're in the world. I'm happy about all the people that did find their way to them and enjoyed them a lot. And some people made like a little hobby, multi-year hobby of doing things with Drod and adding to the game and playing the game different ways. And so I am very grateful for that. But just from the standpoint of how do we make the next game get a little farther out there into the world than Drod did, got to concentrate on the marketing a bit. So I'll be doing some of that. All right. But right now, this session, I'm going to do a work session, not just a status update. I've got a bug that's been bothering me. It's been making it hard for me to test out story changes. I just need to fix it. There's some bugs I can put off and say I'll get back to it when I'm done with the story stuff, but what I'm actually finding is this bug is preventing me from correctly testing things inside the story. And 2 play testers have spotted it already and pointed it out to me, so it's impacting their play. So I should just fix it. Do us all a favor. Let's go over to a test level. And the bug is pretty simple. We just have somebody at the top of the stairs, and then this lady here is the player controlled character M. Have her fling up the stairs. I'll show what flinging is, because I suppose it won't be nice if somebody knows nothing about this game. I might explain a few of the fundamentals, and then I'll go on to fix the bug. Okay. Gonna get my vaccination tonight. My first one. Okay, never mind the dialogue. They go on forever. Okay, flinging. You, instead of walking around 1 square at a time, you can hold down the shift key and you push the direction you want to go. You go all the way there. Now for stairs, you fling up the stairs. At the top of these stairs, there's some spikes, so I'll fling up the top, I'll get killed. That's fun, I just restart. At the top of this set of stairs, there's a guy up there, Billy, and he's occupying the place where I would land if my fling were successful. So when I hit the shift key here, it shouldn't let me fling up the stairs. It should say it's blocked and just prevent me from flinging. But it does let me go up the stairs. And as a result, what happens is I occupy the space that Billy is in, and it corrupts some data structures in the game. So now Billy's corrupted, and I can walk through him. He's like out of sync with the data structures in the game now. There's a Unity scene object here that's depicting him, and that's still there. But in the internal data structures, which are used to figure out the consequences of your actions, he's not there anymore. I overwrote him. So what I need to do is update my logic that allows for flinging to check to see if something's at the top of the stairs. I looked at it briefly, and it wasn't real obvious to me how to fix it. So I think what I want to do is go into the debugger and just check exactly what kind of problem I've got. Let's resize this for the broadcast area. Oh man. What? Don't make me. I'm going to have to force quit it. Almost certainly. I will have to force quit. Okay, are you done? Alright, let's force quit and come back. Writer is pretty stable. It's a lot more stable than Visual Studio, the one that comes with the ID that comes with Unity. But it sometimes gets messed up when there's resolution changes. And whenever I go and broadcast, I do a screen resolution change. So let's restart Writer. Yeah, I would take Writer over Visual Studio any day for stability. That was the thing that eventually caused me to give Writer a try. Was Visual Studio was crashing in different situations. Its pairing with Unity didn't seem to be very good. I was like, you're just gonna crash on me just because I'm... Anyways, I have misgivings. I was abused by Visual Studio. All right, let's go to the Fling util. Let's set a breakpoint on find fling path on this one, which would be the westward fling path. So when you hold down the shift key, it goes and figures out if you did fling in each of the 4 directions, what would happen. And I want to find out what happens when I fling west in that from that particular square when the top of the landing is blocked. Let's try it out. I am surprised at the number of Unity developers that I've ran into that don't use the debugger. I'm really surprised by it. Not the newbies. Newbies never use debugger. They'll get around to it about 3 to 5 years into their path as they learn programming, but sooner if they go to school, because college will tend to point you towards the debugger. But people that just sort of self-learn, they avoid using the debugger. Game developers in particular, and that's why you can even get like what I would call intermediate level Unity developers, around 5 years or so experience with it, and they don't use the debugger, and I'm like, what? Why would you not? Okay, let's do it. All right, find the fling path. I'm going to check out what's happening when we go west. There's this data structure called fling path, which stores the results. It's a reusable object, so I don't have to continuously allocate at each frame, or not each frame, but each time that it gets used. Clear that out. Then we figure out the type. I think the type is going to be up the stairs. Let's see if I'm right. No, lower landing. Okay, so the type indicates where you're starting from. So let's see. Lower landing path. Okay, so then we say add an up the stairs path, and we're passing our beginning location. Yeah, it has to be the beginning location. Okay, then we're going to say it's going west, -1. 0 for the row change, because it's west, it's not north or south. We pass fling path, where it will return the results of the operation. Okay, so I'm reacquainting myself with this function. It helps me a little to talk about out loud, even though there's a really good chance nobody is listening to this. I'm rubber ducking, as they say. So I'm guessing each iteration of the loop moves 1 square. And before I step through it, I'm just going to scan through. Okay. So it's gonna keep checking this traverse up thing. This might be the problem. So go in here. The result comes back. This will be like a constant value that indicates the result. It's not like any more data than just a single status. Okay. Okay, so traverse up is going to take a ref. It's going to take the current location and it's going to move it forward. It's also going to return a true value if we've reached the upper landing. So I'm at the bottom of the stairs in my check right now. These CRH coordinates are just scanning ahead to see what will happen. Okay, I get the result here. It's going to be pass. Yeah, it says pass over here. Okay, we're not at the upper landing yet. Is that true? Okay, good. Okay, and we say, let's go ahead and add one path, well, one square to our path, since we were able to pass. Okay, I can already kind of see like what the issue is here. I'm doing this traversal check for all of the steps along the path except the very last one. So these things where I say add a segment, those are just like little dividers between the different parts of the path that aren't going in the same direction. So I'm adding the start of a segment, and then I add the current square to get to the top of the landing. Then I add a segment. And then here's where I should be checking in this block here, is that path from the second step to the end, is it still clear? I've set my catch square C plus DC, C plus DR, and H, and it's not actually clear to move into that square. Okay. So I think I understand this pretty well. I'm going to step through it and just kind of watch and just make sure it's doing what I think it's doing. I'll just set some breakpoints to get past it a little bit faster. So I think the next place it'll get to is here. I think we'll find the upper landing. I'm right. Okay, and then it's going to add a segment for moving up the stairs, and then it's going to set the catch square, which is the place that you actually end up at, to be just past one more square in the same direction you're traveling up the squares. Okay, got it. Let's write some code, see if I can fix this. Okay, so we can say this goes all the way to the top. Look at what functions I already have for traversing. Okay, I've got traverse flat. So I could call this and get its traversal status coming back. So it's going to take the direction of travel and then refs to the CRH. Okay, let's do that. So then it's same DCDR. That's my delta in the flat directions of travel. Delta of C is like the columnar direction, and DR is the row-wise direction. Okay, ref C, ref R, ref H. What am I missing? Oh, makes sense. Since I'm going flat, the H value will not be updated at all. Okay. So then let's do result. And this no longer needs to be incremented because the call up above incremented it. That might fix it. I only have this problem going up the stairs, not down, because at the top of the stairs, there's like one extra step where you move flat. Because like technically the very last step in the game is considered to be at the same height as the landing next to it. But I want the player to go one past onto the landing because it looks better, it's more intuitive. So that's why I have got that kind of weird edge case to deal with. All right, I have a good feeling this might just fix it right now. I don't want to debug yet. Nope. It's going past him. That should be blocked. Okay, I do need to debug it. Let's check it out. Doors up. Let's see everything after I get to the upper landing. So I'd like to know if this result comes back. Pass, block. Comes back, pass. That doesn't quite make sense to me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do another step through. Step into this function, see why it's returning pass. Here's where I was expecting it to fail it. Okay. So something tells me that this is going to come back null, because otherwise I would be getting a block here. Yeah, okay, so where did query at? 8, 2, 7. Oh, I cannot see anything while in the scene until I hit play. Okay. So 827. CRH is 827. Okay, let me just remember that. Or better yet, write it down. It's going to be easier to do this if I turn off the full screen. Okay, so then let's get a diagnostic cube in there. Well, that is the right location. No, it's not. That's 927. And it went over here to 827. Okay. Now I'm remembering. That catch CRH is nothing about where you're traveling to. That's just going one past to display the little icon that shows where you're traveling to. But okay. So if this is 927, that's 827. Is there already something built into the go up the stairs thing that flattens out at the top? Maybe I'm doubling up on that. Okay, traverse up. Oh, there is something that flattens it out. Okay. So maybe I should be putting the check in here. That makes a little more sense. Okay. Put this back how it was. just for the moment. I'll just put this in, even though I know it's not right. So this would give me CRH would be at the landing. What I need for from is the square previous to that. So I can just subtract DC and DR to get that. This is feeling better. Also, let's treat anything that's not pass as a block, because the logic above does that too. I know there's this third state called catch, but we're not allowing things to catch you midway at the step, so I'm just gonna make it two different things that could be returned, pass or block, instead of pass, block, or catch. Although up here, like, I suppose it could end up doing a catch. I might have to experiment a tiny bit to see if I want to allow that. Let's start with being more liberal about it and just allowing the catches, and then I'll do some tests to see if it actually causes hassle. There we go, I got the blockage. It's not showing where I want it to show, but that's all right. Okay, it stopped me from being able to go up there by flinging. There, I just knocked him. So let's see if I can just go up the top. I can, good. Can I fling to the top of this one? Works as before, good. Okay, so I think I fixed that bug. Let's do the blocking case, which is a little bit weird, but possible. Because in level design, I wouldn't make steps that go to nothing, but something that could happen that would be kind of nice to have taken into account is if a block was at the top of the steps. Nope, that screws up. It's really strange they would let me go up there. Because it should have had this M piece here. I guess I gotta check it. Okay. So here I would expect it to return catch. Oh, something. Well, it did return catch. I feel like this is going to be too much trouble to put in the catch. I think I should just be making this beat block. I'm pretty careful about not letting blocks go near stairs anyways, because they're in the level design, because there just aren't any good intuitive solutions for putting them halfway down the steps from a game design perspective. So I've just designed them to not be close to it. All right, so then let's change both the existing logic change this to block. Okay. And the new logic will change as well. Maybe clean this up a little bit. Okay, then here I can just say, you know, that's a case where adding that function doesn't simplify the code, even if it is. Yeah, all it would do is be like a replacement for this line here and actually obfuscate the logic a little bit. So I'll just leave that. That's not cleaning it up any better. All right, I suspect this will be all I need to do here, and that'll be the end of the bug and the end of the session. Make sure it's actually fixed. Okay, it's blocked. Okay, just to make sure I haven't regressed on something important, I'll go to a level that's got a whole bunch of stairs on it and just test out a little bit. got 58 levels to choose from, but why not symmetric calyx? Okay. It is working as expected. Okay, that is a session. If anyone's lurking, thanks for lurking. I do enjoy your invisible company. That's a stream. I'm stopping it. Catch you later. Stopping the stream. Stopping the stream. Oh, wishlist the game on Steam. You can go to Steam, find the Godkiller, Chapter 1, and wishlist it. Because it's going to be here next year. Okay, stopping the stream right now. Damn it. Stopping it.